of you is important, is needed. The clearer, the more decisive, the more we know ourselves, the more we could serve other people. And just look around. The times are so pressured that it's difficult for people to know who they are, what they're doing, what's going on, and basically living their life walking in circles. They may feel lonely, they may feel so stressed out. And so sadhana is a tool. Think of it as a tool, and the coaching program is your partner. You're not alone in this. I know it's difficult to go through some of the challenges that we do. It's easy to feel alone and overwhelmed. Sadhana is a basic principle. It's very important that each one of us eventually must know who we are. Who are you? Can you answer that within that inner knowing place within yourself that you know who you are? And so sadhana is a stepping stone to help us to get there. And it's not something that we do every once in a while. We drop into sadhana and we drop out, but it's something eventually to develop as a practice, as built into how you live your life and who you are as a person. And so that kind of stability um, gives you and the people that you're with confidence. Your presence must work. And so 1/10, now ultimately, 1/10 of our day, give to the one who gives us the rest of the day. Now that's maximum 2.5 hours, but what we will do is design a sadhana program specifically for where you're at, what you're capable of committing to, whether it's 20 minutes, half an hour, 2.5 hours, whatever your particular level of development. It includes a prayer. It includes yoga so that we could be healthy and flexible, so that mentally we could be clear, decisive, and that's when that intuitive knowing begins to blossom. It's the whole spiritual essence, not just talking about it, but living it. And so that's really just the basic pillars of how sadhana works, giving a portion of your day to the one who gives us the rest of the day. It's a very sacred time. It's a very spiritual time, and it's humbling. It's humbling to remember every day that we're humbled to the one that keeps us going every moment of the day.
Thank you. So the first part of the program that you're going to be introduced to when you join is having your own sadhana practice. And so we want you to be able to integrate it into your life every day. And so like Mukta said, we're going to give you a personalized sadhana based on your level, your goals, your needs, your experience. And it's all going to be focused on the goals that you want to achieve through this program. So it's all very personalized and it's going to be really special. And you'll have a video to practice with.
Yeah, and I know, and a lot of times, it gives you a steadiness. Even even if you don't even if you don't have this amazing experience, just the fact that you were disciplined enough to get up that day and to do your part, to show up for your mat. And many times people think, well, I did my sadhana, how come I didn't have this amazing day? Well, it's a funny thought because that's the time, or mentally think of it as a roto-rooter, when all the garbage, all of these thoughts, all these frivolous fantasies, and all these things that we just kind of store in our minds drop into our subconscious mind that block the ability for us to meet our goals in life. And so many times you can say, well, I got up for sadhana, but I couldn't stop moving around. I couldn't stop fidgeting. I couldn't keep the focus. That's normal. Think of it as a training. It's just a training of the body, a training of the mind. And one day, if we're so blessed, we'll have that aha moment where things start to fall into place. You begin to understand. So, but there are no guarantees. There are no guarantees that I did my sadhana today, so how come I didn't have the most beautiful day? That's a business arrangement. That is not sadhana. I do this, you give me that. It doesn't work that way. Are you committed to the principle of being humbled to the one who gives you life to be able to get up in the first place, to have this as an understanding? So it's a process, and it's a process on who you are as a person. And that gets conveyed into your stability. Are you firm? Are you consolidated? Are you stable? People will know that about you. It will emulate into your personality, even without saying a word. It becomes you. So that's how it works.
Yes, beautiful. So we know there's a lot of people out there who would love to have a sadhana practice or a mantra practice or a breath practice, and you want it, but you just haven't integrated it into your life yet. And that's where coaching comes in, because we're going to be with you every step of the way. We're going to celebrate your victories and be with you in the struggles. And we're just going to create a program where you are going to up level your life in exactly the way that you want to.
Yeah, and be able to acknowledge your unique gifts that and talents that you have, and to be able to utilize that in a very practical way, to accept those gifts, to relax through life, and to enjoy. We haven't been born to be miserable. Sometimes we do that to ourselves through our own ego, where we want something and we force a situation to happen, and then it backfires. But to be able to read those signs through the sensitivity of your own intuition, to be able to read that. Sometimes we have a cosmic red light. Stop. Don't go. Sometimes we have a cosmic green light. Okay, move, go, do it, try it. And to be able to, without any kind of priorities or bias, sometimes you have a red light, sometimes you have a green light. Same way as we were driving a car, we learn to obey it. Same thing, same exact thing. And life becomes a bit sweeter. Just the fact that we're not pushing so hard through our own ego.
I think of it as my morning board meeting. Letting the universe know what I want and communicating and yeah, kind of planning out the day.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a golden opportunity. And again, it's something that becomes a part of you. And we'll design a program for you just to meet your specific needs and capabilities, but that there will be accountability. Are you meeting your goals? Are you not? What do you need help with? That there's somebody right alongside you that's partnering with you in your life.
Mm-hmm.
For you.
It's beautiful. And we know that there's a wake up very early aspect to sadhana, and we'll be with you on that too. We'll show you how to do that too. And also, we're going to have the full Aquarian sadhana available to all participants a few times during the coaching program so we can experience the full Aquarian sadhana.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. So, and also how to plan for it, sadhana, whether you get up at 3:30 or whether you get up at 5, it's a time where we have to plan even beforehand. What time am I going to bed? Am I setting myself up so I could get up early in the morning, or am I just allowing myself to go to bed late at night and then wonder why it's so difficult to wake up in the morning? So everything is systematized and planned out. Well, if you get up at, 4:30, what time do I have to go to bed to feel rested enough so that I could more easily wake up in the morning? What time do I have a big meal? All these factors are going to affect, the ease or not of getting up for sadhana. And like life, some days are easier than others. That is just called life.
Mhm.
I'll tell you, the days that are the most difficult to throw yourself out of bed and get away from those warm quilts when it's so cold out, that's the day you grow the most.
Mhm.
Because right then, right in the beginning of the day, you conquer your mind. When your mind is so strong, oh, it's so cozy, it's so cold outside, and you throw yourself out of bed, that day you grow the most. So welcome those opportunities.
Yeah, thank you. So we would love to hear any questions from the chat. And if people are watching later, you can ask questions too, and we'll answer in the comments. But we're starting this program in January 2025. Mukta is the lead coach, and she's going to teach us how to integrate all these different aspects of spirituality into our lives. And I'm going to teach the yoga.
Okay, so does anyone have any questions or thoughts or anything they'd like to share at this point?
Well, thank you for being here, everyone, and everyone who's going to watch in the future. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, it's a joy, and it's an honor to just be part of the Super Health community with you. This is really, really special and huge blessing in life. Satnam.
Thank you. Sadhana, thank you for being with us. God bless.